Good morning, children. Welcome back. This video is the same continuation for chapter number 10, what we have studied in the last video. That is the expansion of the Maratha power. We have studied about the Nizam's defeat at Palkher and the Mughals had captured Malwa, but after the defeat from Chimaji Appa and great Maratha warriors, they captured the Mughal powers and brought them under the control of Marathas. Even we have seen that how King Chhatrasal took help of Bajirao I to defeat the Mughal Subedar and got success in that, and Bundelkhand was awarded to King Chhatrasal again. Now we are going to cover some more points in this chapter and in this part of the video. So let's begin what all points we are going to cover. So in this part of the video we are going to cover the Battle of Bhopal, the defeat of Portuguese by Chimaji Appa and the death of Bajirao I. So let's begin with the explanation and see each point in detail. My dear children, if you remember in the last part of the video we have covered the topic about Bundelkhand. We know that how King Chhatrasal was defeated by Mughal Subedar, and after receiving the help from Bajirao I, he again got his kingdom back and he was very thankful to Bajirao. Before with that, King Chhatrasal had written a letter to Bajirao for the help. So in the letter he had mentioned that few wordings are there in Marathi and its translation is given in English. So he said that his situation is just like an elephant whose leg is caught by a crocodile and it's very difficult to come out with the situation. So you are the only one survivor to save my life and you can only help me in this situation to come out. So this was a letter written by Chhatrasal to Bajirao I. After receiving this letter, then Bajirao I decided that along with his huge Maratha army, he would defeat the Mughal Subedar. And accordingly, as per the planning, he had done so. The Battle of Bhopal. The emperor felt well uneasy on account of when Bajirao I decided to move on his campaign towards Delhi and capture the throne of Delhi, bring that under the control of Maratha Empire. By seeing this, emperor decided that he would invite Nizam to protect Delhi. Already Nizam was defeated by Bajirao I at the Battle of Palkhet, but still he decided that he would take his revenge from Bajirao I. So, after decision, he, along with his huge army, tried to defeat Bajirao I. So, Nizam marched against Bajirao with his huge army. Bajirao again had defeated Nizam at Bhopal. Once Nizam got defeated at Palkhed, and again now he got defeated at Bhopal. So Nizam agreed to secure the Sanad of Malwa Subedari for the Marathas from the Badshah. So Nizam decided that he would be the part of Marathas and he would help them to secure the Sanads that were present in Malwa with the help of emperor. With the decision of emperor, he would give them who to the Marathas? The Sanads. Moving on to the next point is the defeat of Portuguese. So the territories of Vasai and Thana on the Konkan coast were under the possession of Portuguese. So the Portuguese were always harassing their subjects. They were creating difficulties in their life, not providing them justice and equality. So by this, his subjects were not happy with his ruling powers. So whose ruling powers? The Portuguese. Ultimately, Bajirao I decided that he would defeat Portuguese. So what he did, he had sent his brother Chimaji Appa to defeat Portuguese, and accordingly Chimaji Appa had done so. Chimaji conquered Thane and the areas next to the Thane regions. After conquering the Thane regions and the areas next to that region, now Chimaji Appa decided to capture the Vasai fort. So in 1739 CE, he laid siege to the Vasai fort. And the fort was very strong enough. The Portuguese had a powerful artillery at the fort. So in spite of all this, Shivaji Appa continued his work of capturing the fort and with the perseverance and focused on the Portuguese to surrender. So, what was his aim? His aim was that the Portuguese should come and surrender in front of the Marathas, and that would be a great defeat for the Portuguese. So, the fort of Vasai and the large parts of the Portuguese territory passed on into the hands of Marathas. Ultimately, Portuguese decided that they would surrender, and this fort, that is the fort at Vasai, as well as the territories that were being under the control of Portuguese, these all were handed over to the Marathas. Bajirao had to struggle for the establishment and continuing the power of Maratha kingdom. So every now and then enemies used to attack. He used to defeat them. So once he got rid with the local powers and some of the regions were under the control of Maratha kingdom now the international powers decided to defeat the Marathas, to decline the power of Maratha kingdom. So Nadir Shah, the emperor of Iran, invaded India. He came to India, and by seeing this, Shahu Maharaj had ordered Bajirao set out towards north with a huge army to defeat the Mughal powers. But ultimately, what had happened? Unfortunately, Bajirao could not reach to the destination on time. So, when Bajirao had reached to Burhanpur, up till then, Nadir Shah had returned back to Iran by capturing the huge, enormous wealth from Delhi. That means Nadir Shah had returned to Iran with the enormous booty looted from Delhi. Unfortunately, in April 1740, Bajirao passed away. That was his last breath at Rawarkheda, on the banks of Narmada. Bajirao was a great general. He had continued the legacy of Maratha power till the end of his life. With his valor, he had established the Maratha supremacy in North, and not only in North but many other regions of India. He had taught lesson to many of the rulers who tried to defeat him and troubling the subjects. Bajirao had one status. He was being honored, rewarded for his great work, courage, bravery towards the Maratha power. He had worked hard to continue with the legacy of Maratha kingdom, and being a part of that, we cannot deny that many Maratha warriors had sacrificed their life to continue this kingdom as a formidable power in whole India. So at his time, that is at the time of Bajirao I, Shindes, Holkars, Pawar, Gaikwad families attained prominence. Even they tried to establish the powers in different regions. So, my dear children, before ending with the video, if you all just remember about a movie Bajirao, so in that movie, if you see that how he had continued his courage, his bravery, and with this, how he had struggled for the protection of Maratha kingdom, and along with that, how he had fought with different enemies, ultimately how his life comes to an end. So in this way, in this video, we have seen that how he had struggled with Nizam once again at Bhopal, and along with his brother Chimaji Appa, how he defeated Portuguese. Unfortunately, his life come to an end, but his struggle continued for the Marathas. So here I end up with this video. I hope you have understood the video. Keep watching. Take care. Bye bye. In the next video, we'll continue with the next chapter. That is chapter number 11. Till then, take care. Stay safe and healthy.